What's up, everybody? My name is Keaton Good, and welcome back to Keaton Talks Sports. This is episode 3 already. It's kind of crazy that we're on a third episode. I want to start today's episode off by just saying thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate you. You are amazing. You are loved. And again, just thank you. What we're going to go over today will be mostly on the YouTube. This video will just go over what happened in the NFL this past week and the championship games, a little bit of the Super Bowl preview, and it'll be probably a quicker, shorter episode today. If you want to listen to the full version, make sure to go find me on Spotify, Keaton Talk Sports. If you want even shorter content, my Instagram, I do have that up and running now. That is going to be, again, Keaton Talks Sports. But let's just jump right into it. The biggest news coming out of the NFL today comes out of Buffalo as they find their new head coach, and he was already right in front of them the whole time. They promote Sean Brady,
I don't know who's Joe.
Their offensive coordinator, to the new head coaching position. What do I think about that? I think it's better than the potential Phillip Rivers hiring. I don't know if it's going to be what is required to take them over the edge, though. I don't know if that's going to do enough necessarily. But I don't think it's a bad hire, per se. I don't think it's a bad hire. I think it's better for an offensive mind to take over that team, and it's somebody that Josh Allen's familiar with, that this whole team is familiar with, at the front office. Everybody's familiar with him. He's been in the building. So I do like that. But Buffalo has been the talk of the town for a multitude of reasons. Another one is Josh Allen's PR team is going crazy right now. In that game against Denver, he was 0 for 9 on deep balls with 2 interceptions. That is not a good game. He did not play good enough. But for bigger and worse reasons, they are under more fire as the Bills owner and their GM, Brandon Beane, throwing Keon Coleman under the bus. That happened right after I recorded my last episode. What the hell? I mean, that is just crazy to me. And then videos came out, of course, from draft day and their pre-draft stuff, and the GM, Brandon Beane, wanted Keon Coleman, but the owner says that Sean McDermott fucking held a gun to his head and made him take Keon Coleman. If we had any choice in the matter, we wouldn't have taken Keon Coleman. This dude is fucking psychotic for that. What are you doing? Keon Coleman's still a good player. He's a great athlete. He has great talent. That's crazy. Brandon Beane as well has drafted 2 Pro Bowlers in the entire time that he's been there. If I'm not mistaken, he's been there for 7 years now. 2 Pro Bowlers. That is not good enough. But moving on from that, other news out of the NFL this past week, the Dolphins hired Jeff Hafley like 2 hours after I finished recording my last episode. So I did get that prediction right. I like that hire. I think it'll be interesting to see the identity of Miami starting next season. Like I said, the identity will be completely different. The culture will be completely different, and I'm curious to see how that works out. The Chargers, I hate this, but it's because I'm biased. From an unbiased standpoint, I think this is the best move they could have possibly made. They hired Mike McDaniel as their offensive coordinator, with Harbaugh as the head coach, with McDaniel as the OC. That's so good. It's so good. I love that hire, and I don't want to have to love that hire, but I think that with Herbert as well, McDaniel's absolutely going to cook. Quentin Johnson, Ladd McConkey. I'm telling you right now, take Ladd McConkey in fantasy because he's going to cook. McConkey is going to cook. Another big news came out of the Browns head coaching search. I don't know if you guys have seen that basically everybody ever in the running for the Browns head coaching position has withdrawn. And rightfully so, as what has come out is the fact that the Browns are requiring their head coaching candidates to do homework, write essays, and do homework like they're in college or high school again to go coach the Cleveland Browns. Are you shitting me? I mean, Andrew Berry, the GM, I mean, you are so out of touch right now. I mean, that's crazy. You have young mastermind offensive minds like Nate Shielhossie in the Rams, even Kubiak, that they don't even want to even consider it. They were calling teams, and teams are like, yeah, no thanks right now. And then the guys who were like considering even having interviews, you're making them do homework. Disgusting behavior out of Cleveland. The final big piece of coaching news, Mike McCarthy to the Pittsburgh Steelers. As the Steelers go from having a head coach named Mike, who won a Super Bowl or was in a Super Bowl in 2010, 2011, and hasn't done anything of major significance since, and they replace Mike Tomlin with a head coach named Mike, who was in a Super Bowl and won a Super Bowl around the 2010, 2011 era. Oh, and here's my co-host, Rose. Hello, Rose. They replace him with a head coach named Mike that, again, hasn't won a Super Bowl or been in a Super Bowl since 2010, 2011, and hasn't done anything of significance since. Do you see this? Oh my goodness. My co-host is awful. Yeah, I personally don't like the hire at all. I don't know. I asked on Instagram, like I said, go follow me at Keaton Talks Sports. I asked on Instagram, I asked a couple of Steelers fans, how did they feel? What did they think? My boy Sam Kingland just said pain, and I feel you. That is exactly how I would react. My boy Landon put their comments here. He said massive L. And again, I agree, and I also apologize. SDG K-Roll, Caleb said he feels like it won't be that bad, and I agree. I don't think it's going to be... They're not going to suck. It's Mike McCarthy. It's the Steelers. They're not going to suck. They're not going to be ass. I just feel like it's just not what they were looking for, or not really what they needed, per se. But it won't be bad. It's not going to be shitty. They're not going to be the fucking Browns. The Browns are fucking bad, but they're not going to be the Browns. Just not going to be... It's just not it. You know, it's just not it. Massey on that post said, wow, I completely understand wanting to bring in a guy that's familiar with running a system for a sustained time like Mike. Also, real quick, I did want to say, apparently Mike McCarthy, according to Adam Schefter, what really attracted Pittsburgh to Mike McCarthy is his ability to groom quarterbacks. That's verbatim. Groom QBs. Just thought I should throw that out there. The Steelers are just such a young team. Their skill positions with so many key guys that need great coaching ASAP. I can't lie, though. I don't hate to bring in the safe. Yeah. And then he replied, I wish we could have seen a hire that pushed him out and given Sam Howell a true chance at the job. Okay, and my thoughts on that one is their skill positions aren't even necessarily young, though, is the thing. DK Metcalf is not young. Even a guy like Calvin Austin, he's in his mid-20s now. Warren and Gainwell are not young at all. I just think it's an aging team, and quarterback is obviously a huge question mark. But either Sam Howell or Will Howard, whoever they would want to go with besides Rodgers, I think would be a good choice. I just don't think it's the right hire. I don't think it's a bad hire. I don't think it's the right hire. Moving on now to the championship games from this weekend. We're going to start with the AFC Championship game. The Super Bowl did end up being what I predicted, the Patriots and Seahawks. But man, the New England Patriots, don't forget, everybody, that Robert Kraft has direct ties to Israel, direct ties to AIPAC. Don't forget it. He does. He knows Benjamin Netanyahu. He knows all of this. And that being said, I'm going to take everybody who's watching, everybody who's listening. We're all going to take a trip to Israel. We're all going to kiss the wall. Boom. We're all doing it. But no, Robert Kraft does donate to AIPAC. If you want an explanation for the Patriots' success, that's all you need. But as far as the game itself goes, I actually enjoyed watching this game. It was beautifully shit, if that makes sense. It was beautifully shit. The Jarrett Stidham backward pass, both kickers were missing a ton of kicks. Like, a 10-7 game should not be enjoyable. Stidham played decent in the first half, too, in the first little bit of the game. But beautiful chaos was that game. I really enjoyed it. It was a good time. It was a good time. Jarrett Stidham, again, like I said, he did have that one really good throw. Jarrett Stidham did have that one really good throw, that dime down the field. I believe it was to Mims, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, and he got a touchdown right after. But New England did what they had to do to win the game. The biggest piece of the game that really nobody's even talking about is the fact that Leonard Taylor blocked that kick. Obviously, New England blocked that kick from Denver. And once we rewatched the broadcast, or like on the broadcast watching it live, it looked like he just missed the kick. But then they showed the replay. Leonard Taylor got a big paw up there. He did come out and say that he jumped up and he got a taste of the ball. No Diddy. We've all been there. We've all been to a couple Diddy parties. We've all been to an island. And we've all just wanted to get a taste of the ball, per se. All jokes aside, though, what a game, what a performance from Denver. Their defense, I would give nothing but credit to. They stuffed Drake May. They stuffed that New England offense. The blizzard conditions, obviously, in the second half became a major problem. But even in the first half, New England didn't look good. Denver, their offense didn't look good, but they have a backup QB in. But the Denver defense looked amazing, and the New England defense did their job. Drake May, of course, was very clutch at the end with that, calling his own shot. Took the bootleg himself, didn't hand it off, just got that first down at the end. Great play from Drake May. But it's New England is a team that does what they have to do to win a game, and they will continue to do that. And they've been like that their entire history. That's been their, granted, besides 2007, New England was dominating everybody, but that's what they've been known for. Doing what they do, doing what they need to do to win a football game, and they're good at it. So why would they stop doing it? Why would they change that identity? They have no reason to. They're in another Super Bowl already. Drake May. Drake May May. Drake May May. Drake May. However many times you want to say it, he's the new fan favorite. But if he wins a Super Bowl, I wonder how fast people are going to turn on him. Jumping over to the NFC Championship game, we saw an absolute banger. And I knew it was going to be a good game. Everybody knew it was going to be a good game. This is what you want to see in a championship round. What a performance from both quarterbacks. Sam Darnold, my hero. I love you, Sam Darnold. I've always been a huge Sam Darnold glazer. I've always loved the guy. I thought he was really good at USC. I thought he was too good for the Jets when he was on the Panthers. Those teams are whatever. Then he somehow finds his way up in Minnesota. He played amazing, and I love Sam Darnold. But everybody wanted to say that it was just Kevin O'Connell. Just Kevin O'Connell. That's the reason that Sam Darnold was good. It's just Kevin O'Connell. I remember you people. When the Seahawks traded Geno Smith and they brought in Sam Darnold, everybody's like, what are you doing? Why would you get rid of Geno? Darnold never do anything. Sam Darnold is so goddamn good. Put some respect on his name. 346 yards, 3 touchdowns, like I said. He was cooking. JSN with 10 receptions, 153 yards, and a touchdown. Wow. The Seattle special teams capitalized on a muffed punt for the Rams. Was that ending up being the difference? We saw some major moments in that game with the taunting from Tariq Woolen going over the sidelines and giving up a massive touchdown to Puka right after. What a game that was. Stafford played amazing. 374, 3 tuds, no picks. Puka at 165 and a tud. And that game was phenomenal. action-packed back and forth. I loved that game. That might have been our Super Bowl there. That game might end up being better than the actual Super Bowl. I don't know. But I will also say that this proves, even though it's a regular season award, to me, this proves that the MVP award should go to Matthew Stafford. He put up 374 and 3 tuds against the best defense in the NFL. Drake May, if I'm not mistaken, had 86 passing yards? He did on the money, 86 passing yards. He did have a great game with his legs, and he did do what they needed. He did what they needed to win, especially in the blizzard and everything like that. Obviously, it's a regular season award anyways, but Matthew Stafford should win the MVP, and it's clear, cut, and dry. Everybody wants to complain about awards and Pro Bowl voting and everything like that being a popularity contest, and then in the same breath, they will be hypocrites and want Drake May to win MVP. I'm sorry, you can't have your cake and eat it too. With all that being said, now, the Super Bowl. Seahawks versus the Patriots. It's a rematch, a decade in the making. And what I think will happen will be the Seahawks are going to get it back in blood. They're going to avenge the, play on the 2-yard line, the Malcolm Butler interception. They're going to avenge all of that. Sam Darnold will be the first QB from that draft class 2018 to win a Super Bowl. He'll win it before Josh Allen, before Lamar Jackson. Sam Darnold will cement his legacy. And Drake May, you'll have plenty of time. You'll have plenty of opportunities. This is just Seattle's year. This is Sam Darnold's year. They just feel like the team of destiny. Mike McDonald, what an amazing head coach. What an amazing defensive mastermind. Clint Kubiak, what an amazing offensive mastermind. And it's looking like they're going to be able to run it back with these guys next year on their coaching staff. Darnold, of course, again, JSN. Like, everybody's just going to be running it back with Seattle too, which is scary. But New England, I think this will be a great head coaching battle as well. I think that's going to get swept under the rug a little bit, is how good of a head coaching battle we're going to see here between Vrabel and Clint Kubiak, obviously going head-to-head, offense versus defense, and then Josh McDaniels, who is a pretty underrated offensive coordinator. Josh McDaniels versus Mike McDonald. We're going to see amazing head coaching battles. We're going to see it's going to be a very fun game, I think. It might end up being a little low scoring, but I still think it'll be very good. Still, though, give me Seattle. Crown Sam Darnold as your new Super Bowl champion, as your new best quarterback in the NFL. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to go that far. But Sam Darnold, I love you. And I'm so happy that he's in this position. With all that being said, that is going to wrap up today's episode. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm going to have a full-length version, like I said, on Spotify. This will probably be the only video I'm making this week for YouTube. It's been a very kind of stressful week. That being said, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait. We'll be back with award predictions / reactions next week. With all that being said, thank you so much. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, everything. Tell everybody. Follow me on Instagram, Keaton Talk Sports. We have conversations and things going over there. And like I said, the full-length version will be on Spotify at Keaton Talk Sports. Should be able to find all of those in the description of this video. Again, I thank you. I appreciate you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.